Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel Door of Knowledge. If you like to watch some interactive videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. So subscribe it, like it, and share it. Uh, so let's start our today's session. In this video, we are going to learn and analyze the charging and discharging of a capacitor. And for this purpose, I'm going to use a software which is Multisim, which I've installed here. And inshallah, in future, I'm going to tell you how you're going to install Multisim in your desktop as well. Okay? So keep following my channel. So this is the main panel of Multisim, in which we are going to design some basic circuit to charge the capacitor. So we required resistor and capacitor. For this purpose, we are assuming some values like first we are going to take a resistor from here, like take it as 10 kilo ohm, place it here. So actually you can open this from here. As you can see, place sources. Okay, so whenever you go here, you can find all the component which is required to design your circuit. Okay. And then go to the basics. You can find resistor, capacitor, inductor, and so much. So now we need a capacitor. For this purpose, we are using a 2.2 microfarad capacitor. And we need a ground as well. Power sources, ground. Okay. So capacitor charge on pulsating DC. So we need a function generator here, which you can find from the right side of your screen. Function generator, yes, here. So first I'm going to flip horizontally. Okay, connect it. Connect this thing as well. Okay, now we have to connect the ground with the circuit and we are all done. Now we need a oscilloscope to monitor the waveform. Okay, here we have channel A is going to connect to the input, channel B to the output, and both the other sides connected to the ground. We need another ground. We are going to do some changes, like we are going to change its color so we can see the waveform as well easily and differentiate it. So I'm going to select this color like something like this one. Okay, and we are setting our frequency to like something like 100 hertz, and DC waveform duty cycle is 50%, amplitude should be 5 is enough. Close. Now run the simulation. Double click over oscilloscope. So here we can see our waveform. Okay, single. Okay. So channel A, sorry, channel A is 5 volt per division and channel B 5 volt per division. So as you can see in this waveform, capacitor is not able to charge completely. Okay, while analyzing such things, you should make sure that both the channels are at the same values, like 5 volts per division, 5 volts per division. 5 volts per division means that each box is equivalent to 5 volt. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, okay. So now we need to do something like have to do some calculation. So capacitor completely charge and discharge. Okay, for this purpose there is a formula which is known as time constant. Okay, so to calculate the charging and discharging of time of capacitor, this is the main formula. Tau is equals to time which is also known as time constant. So the formula is quite simple. You have just to multiply the capacitor into resistance. So here we have resistor of 10 kilo ohms and capacitor of 2.2 microfarad. Okay, we are going to use Excel file for our calculation purpose. If you don't have a calculator, don't worry, you can use Excel. Okay, so we are writing it down here as resistor, capacitor, time constant. Okay, so the value of resistor is 10 kilo ohm and the value of, okay, you have to do one thing, press is equals to E 10 E 3 and is equals to 2.2 E minus exponent minus 6, 2.2 microfarad. Here we go. Okay, now what we have to do is to, sorry, okay, 1 5 10. So we have to design a formula in which we are going to multiply this thing with this and then this. I'm sure you are confused with 5 and 10. What is this? Just wait, I'm going to tell you. And frequency. Why you need a frequency? Actually, as you can see here, we have a function generator. We can't give the input as a time. So we convert the time into frequency. Like right now it's 100 hertz, and as you know that frequency is inverse of time. So actually, so what we need to find is our frequency, and what this thing is basically at 5 time constant. Basically this is the one time constant which is which tells you that your capacitor is 63% charged. Okay, it's approximately 63% charged. And at 5 time constant your capacitor is approximately 99.9% or you can say 100% charged. So what we are going to do is we have to find 10 time constant and convert this thing into frequency, which is simply the inverse of time. So we need a 4.54 hertz frequency to get a complete charging and discharging circuit in which a capacitor completely charged in the required pulse rate, pulses. Okay, so let's try to put this value here, 4.54. We have to do some scaling here. So as you can see, I think I should reverse it. So now you can see easily. Yeah. So as you can see at 5 time constant, capacitor is completely charged and completely discharged. So here is the basic formula here, and you can calculate it by yourself. So what if our if we are going to change our resistant capacitor, what will affect it? Okay, let's suppose our resistor is going to be 20 kilo ohms, or you can say 5 kilo ohms. Okay, 5 kilo ohms. Okay, so what will happen is charging, and it's charged like it's charged before earlier. It's charged earlier. So if we need a time constant at which point the peak completely charge at the end of the change of pulse, so we have to calculate it like this. So as we are using 5 kilo ohm, we can put as is equals to 5 exponent 3, and we can drag it down here. So the values are changing. So now we need a frequency of 9.09 hertz. So if I put the frequency of 9.09 hertz, yes, and play again. So now you can see it's charging on its last point. Okay, this is the simple charging and discharging circuit. Uh, so that's how you're going to calculate the capacitor charging and discharging. I hope you like this video. So don't forget to subscribe it, like it, and share it. Thank you.